and welcome back to another Lee's Corner. Now this is an unscheduled Lee's Corner today, and the reason why is look who we have today. Look who decided to join us today. Big Eric, ladies and gentlemen. Big Eric.
Look at that. Look at that. Thank you.
He is back from the beyond. We don't know where Eric went. He just goes. He's like a vagabond. He just goes, comes, and we don't know when he's coming. He made a thing today. He wanted to do a Lee's Corner, so we carved out some time and decided to do a Lee's Corner. So how's everything been going? Let's catch up. Let's get caught up.
Well, it is catch up time. Everything's been coming along. It's been coming along. I had to chase it to make it move, but you know, I had to spin it so that it'll turn, or turn it so that it'll spin. But I had a little time. I thought I'd bring a little time together, come out here and say hello to everybody out here, ladies and gentlemen. I see you too.
It's gonna be nice. We're gonna have a great time tonight. This is gonna be a great pitch. It's a little different on this show. It's gonna be really cool. I didn't have anything planned, so I'm going off some captions that I took off the internet and different things like that I want to talk about. One thing I want to talk about is this. I have to say this. I've heard policemen say this thing before.
Oh, we're gonna start with them?
I'm gonna start with the police, because
I got no problem with it.
It's when we talk to black people about the mass murders of police officers on black people. The first thing you hear is cops. Well, cops on black people. The first thing you hear is, look, we have hundreds of thousands of interactions a day. The murders that you see of young black men are like this much. We have hundreds of thousands that we're thinking. So they're saying we have hundreds of thousands of interactions that things that don't go wrong, right? So this little penny ante nigga here, nigga there, to get shot there, it's no big deal. We have thousands of interactions. Okay, now let's rewind the tape. When you see a cop shoot someone, the first thing they say is, yeah, you know, we go through this all the time. It just shows you the constant state of flux that we're in and the problems that we go through every day. We're always in like wartime situations. Pause the tape. You just got finished saying when you shot 20 niggas over here, and a kid over at the park for playing with a play water gun, and a dude in Walmart for holding a fake gun. When you shot them, you said, hey guys, this is a small thing. We have hundreds of thousands of interactions a day and nothing ever happens. This is a one-off. Well, then you come back and you say, yeah, you got to realize, you know, our lives on the line every day. Wait a minute. Well, but you just said you had hundreds of thousands of interactions a day and nothing ever happens. So 1 minute you're acting like you're in a war zone, and this is why I react like this. This is why when I see Eric, I'm like, oh my God, stop! Because we're in a constant state of war zone mind. Okay, but you just got finished saying we come into hundreds of thousands of interactions a day and nothing happens. You Negroids just happen to be the ones we popped that day. Oh, really? But I'm saying...
But they're working as though we're going to pop somebody.
So I'm just saying, which reality is it, Eric?
It's whatever they say.
Are you in a constant state of being, I'm so scared? Or are you in a constant state of, well, you really don't get anything. We get some cats and trees. We get some, you know...
We're helping old ladies across the street. Go get their welfare check.
The street. You know, we like to hit the local donut shop.
Right.
you know. So I just want to get that out first, because I want to understand. Do you understand that logic, that lie that they're spinning?
It's a lie, and that's just what it is, and that's just what they wanted it to be, and that's just what they want you to believe.
Or do they just live scared? Is that pretty much what it is?
Okay. Some of the people out there is going to ask a few questions. Well, I should put it this way: some of the fans out there have heard me say this before. I keep asking the question. This is very basic shit here. I'm not exactly sure what kind of audience we have. I know there's one out there, and you don't agree with everything that we say. That's fine. But I simply ask you, do not be in denial about where you are. That is dangerous for anybody in any circumstance. Do not be in denial about where you are, or what this is, or what they do. I know what they're talking about. Blah, 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 blah. Both sides of the neck, out their ass, the bullshit of it all. Listen. It's very simple. I keep asking the question, whose job do you know can have a gun and their eyesight can be this bad, coast to coast, and they keep that job? Oh, I thought he had a gun. This cliche bullshit? Who's buying that? No, the parents of the people that you're shooting is not buying that bullshit. We in the community have seen this from the very beginning. The white people in denial, and the black people who think they're white in denial about this, they think that. Right. But the establishment has been lying to you and me for the longest time. Problem is, we don't do anything of substance about it. So they continue to lie to you about it because you ain't doing anything about it. There's not a child out there whose parent says, okay, well, I mean, they don't shoot people all the time, right? So it must be okay for me to lose my son behind your bullshit. Must be all right.
It's not a white person allowed that will say that either.
Okay, so again,
they'll make a bill. They'll draft a bill tomorrow.
All day long, yeah.
Karen's bill. A cop killed my daughter on the side of the street for no reason. So we're drafting Karen's bill.
And Karen's bill.
We're changing policy.
But I keep asking the same question again. But furthermore, who keeps hiring up these punk ass cops? I was afraid for my life. I was afraid for. He reached for my gun. It's the same old cliche. You know niggas read, right? You know we read nowadays. Oh yeah, niggas read. But we read.
We can read.
Oh, we can read. We can read badges too.
Winarski.
Right? So the question becomes, who keeps hiring up these punk ass cops that are so afraid? You got all the weapons on your side, but that ain't enough. But listen, that cat that they shot up there in was it Sacramento? I think it was the cat that when his brother was out here showing his ass on TV throughout the press.
Yeah.
You're gonna go to the backyard of this boy's. Okay, well he brought the game to the backyard of his grandparents. The cops are gonna follow him. But this is interesting.
Well, we don't know if that's true. We still didn't know if that was true.
Let's just go with their narrative.
Okay.
Well, what do we know?
Let's go with their narrative. Hold on. I'm gonna give you your chance to go from that. Let me set it up. If y'all don't remember Sacramento, there was some calls saying that someone was breaking out windows and car windows, and the alarms was going off.
Right.
Switch from that to a black dude in his grandma's backyard.
Tapping on the. Okay, he went to the background. I don't know if he knew they were following him. I want to say they surprised him as he was tapping on the window, let me in. He turns around, sees them, runs further to the back of the yard. But here's the question. They both shot at this boy in pitch black into the darkness in a backyard? Had that been a white boy, they'd have waited for all the ghetto birds to throw lights all over the place white area, so we can see what's going on.
We take no chance shooting a white kid.
They shot at this cat over, some say over 21 times. You hit him 6 times. First of all, that's just bad shooting. But 2, they shot at this cat in the dark like they were trying to kill his blackness.
They were scared of the dark.
They were scared of the dark. They shooting into the dark and you don't know what you're shooting at?
Yeah.
Did they teach you that? For all the cop sensitive and cop sympathetic people out there, ask your cop buddy, do they teach you that? See, because however dangerous it may be in the circumstance, when they chasing white folks down, chances are the white perpetrator makes it home. He gets to go home. The urban legend became with Dylan Roof that after he shot up the Carolina church.
Legend, that's true.
Oh, okay.
That's true. They took him, where they take him at? Burger King. Got him a sandwich. Yeah, that's what happens to murderers.
Wow.
And see, if you know
but translation. Good job.
Good job.
Can I get you a whale or something? You hungry? See, because we would like to do it, but we can't get away with it. But
if that was us,
but he made it home.
If we shot up Episcopalian church, we wouldn't have done some shit like that.
You wouldn't have come out of there.
You know what?
They just had a robotic arm in there for you.
Oh! Don't get me started on that real quick. See, that's what I'm saying. I'll go back.
But there's no double standard here.
Because I got to go to another topic. But I have to say this. This is what's so funny.
There's no double standard.
This is what's so funny. You got kids that go and shoot up schools, 15, 20, 30 people at a time, right?
Has there been any black shooters?
Not that I'm aware of. No.
Oh, okay.
There's been an Asian. Virginia Tech.
Oh, I remember he thought he was white anyway. So there you go.
So he shot every time they shoot him up. Every single one of these white folks come out.
That didn't kill themselves.
That didn't kill themselves. Come out alive.
They come out alive.
Every single one of them come out alive.
Wow.
A nigga, when he was in the black dude that was in Texas, that shot up some police officers as they was having a peaceful protest. Cops.
Cops.
Black folks was having
language right.
Cops was having. Black people was having a peaceful protest. There was a black man out there. He was shooting up some cops. These motherfuckers, and what makes it so bad, it was the black captain that came up with the idea. Dumb fucker. Yeah. You sell out to your own race.
Well, come on, man.
What they decided to do is the man was so dangerous. We're going to strap a bomb to a robot to take to this man and blow him up. So you going to fuck up, kill your own people like that, but you won't take it to a white boy in a school. And blow his white ass up. Well, you know. But he was such a danger. We had such a danger.
But there's no creativity when it comes to that.
Of course not.
Oh, no.
We can't have a drone fly something in and shoot him in the head. No, we can't do that.
No, can't have
but then what got us so bad is I never forget what the black cop said, and you had so many white people supporting them. I had to cut some folks out on Facebook. Well, if you don't like it, then come down here and join the police department. Come and help us.
That's the answer?
I said, that's your fucking answer?
That's the answer?
I said, so you want me to join my oppressor? Really? So I can
that tells you how stupid they think you are.
So I can fuck around and try to do the right thing, and y'all can do
be ostracized. Y'all can do me
like the armed forces that I had a training accident.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. He stepped on the range one day and he stepped too far up. Somebody just shot him in the head.
Serpico. How many times we seen that go wrong?
Right.
We've seen that go pear-shaped.
He went undercover and something went horribly wrong.
Went terribly wrong about it.
So no, this nigga got up here and said that, well, y'all should join us then. Instead of being here protesting, y'all should, nigga, shut up. You don't even make sense. See, that's white answers. See, that's what white people see, because white people don't go through what we do. They don't go through what we do.
Yeah, but like I told
it's easy for them to sit there and say, you're right.
Anybody can be a white supremacist. You ain't got to be white to be a white supremacist. Right? And we see niggas all day long over here say, I guess a white boy can't get his pants off quick enough.
Shit that don't make sense.
Right. Niggas can't get on their knees quick enough. I'm like, well, what is wrong with you niggas?
We're trying to keep the peace, Eric.
Is that what you're trying to keep?
Eric? Do you want the whole world just to fall over because you niggas can't keep your shit straight? I believe in the Constitution, damn it.
Do you? The one that don't protect you, don't even include you?
It does protect me. I'm a state senator, Eric.
Are you a senator that needs...
What the hell are you?
With knee pads, really?
Right.
Okay, I'm like, honestly,
soak it up real nice.
Too much for me.
Okay,
so we just ride cops until the rails come off. Of these
I'm gonna say my juiciest one for last. So I would like to talk about. Everybody by now has seen the lady in the local CVS who was going to give a coupon for something that she was buying.
Wait a minute, you want to talk about Barbecue Becky? You want to talk about Lemonade Linda?
I talked about them on the last show, so we can talk about that though. You know, but I have to talk about the coupon. I have to talk about the coupon lady because she was given a coupon and he was saying that it was a bad coupon. Now at first I was like,
coupon.
Yeah, it was like outdated. Oh, no, I'm sorry, fake coupons. What fake? You trying to say it was a fake coupon?
I see. So are you seeing a lot of fake coupons? Are you Mr.
Exactly.
CVS?
So I'm sitting here thinking to myself,
your first fake coupon?
I'm sitting here thinking to myself, well, he really called the police over a fake coupon?
Called the police over a fake
that wasn't what the cat had to watch the whole video.
Right, that wasn't what it was about.
She was talking to him, I should call the and he's like, well, call the cops. He's like, I will.
He didn't like the way she was talking to him.
This how this motherfucker was on the phone. If y'all seen the video, alright? Yeah. Her name is, and
you afraid of the black woman?
Oh my God, is he shaking?
I didn't see all that.
I said, is he shaking? Why is he shaking?
Because of what he thinks is going to happen.
He was so scared. But she has her camera phone on him. She took the video. She said, well, go ahead, call him. I don't care. And she's taking the whole thing and all this other kind of stuff go down. And of course, it wasn't his fault. And he was fired. Thank you, CVS.
Well, thank you,
I appreciate
it. You did the right thing that time.
Now the question is this though. If they wouldn't have had a camera and she just filed the report,
would CVS have done the right thing? No.
Probably not. See, we have to embarrass you motherfuckers into doing the right thing. We got to
call you out.
See, that's what's happening.
Wherever you see
I don't know if you've ever heard this, but now white people like that are getting very upset because they're losing their jobs because they can't be allowed to be racist.
Well, you can be as racist as you want to be.
They're complaining. How dare I lose my job because
that's a choice. Bigotry and racism is a choice. You made a bad decision. You made a bad choice today, Tad.
Yeah.
Well, you can be as racist and as hateful as you want to be, but there is a price for that.
From what I understand, every single one of those people lost their job.
And you need to lose your job. Why?
The permit Patty, the one that was trying to tell the black girl she couldn't sell her water. Now, if that would have been
a Barbecue Becky,
if that would have been a white boy or a white girl with blonde hair, she would have bought 2 bottles.
Yeah, she would.
But because it was a black,
she'd have brought out her old-fashioned when she was a little girl.
Of course,
she'd have brought out her little lemonade stand and showed her how to do it.
Here's my special recipe. Right. Put a little vinaigrette, a little lemon on the side. Make it look really. Here's some umbrellas. That'll make it better.
Well, honey, you making cocktails, baby.
Right, but since it was a black person, and she had 2 stories. That's one thing. She had 2 stories. First, baby, I think they stay in the same building.
Right.
And she was like, "Well, I yelled down because I was trying to do my work and I had my window open, and they were just being so loud."
She was writing up her
and then she came
manifesto.
Then she came by talking about that. Do you have a permit for this? Okay, now hold on.
A permit?
When do we go ask
little girls about a permit?
Lemonade. Like I said, would you ask a little white boy or a little white girl, do they have a permit? No. But when it comes to us, there's something about us that you think is so malicious that you just got
permit.
What can I do? I should call the cops. I know this ain't legal. They're probably scamming.
Do you have permission?
Right.
Permit.
And all of a sudden,
do you have permission to sell lemonade, little darky?
And all of a sudden, it becomes, once again, like it was in the barbecue place, we know the laws, motherfuckers, and you don't. So, and we're supposed to automatically be like, oh, we can't sell that here. Oh, I'm sorry. Because they want to believe what you're doing is a scam. So if they can try to scare you into, so here's the statutes and tributes. They line up their motherfucking ass.
But that's the game. They don't know
shit. But they're trying to scare you off their corner because immediately if you're doing something like that,
that's what cops do too.
Well, of course, it has to be something malicious.
Right. It can't be what it appears to be.
If a white boy and a white girl was doing the same thing, well, her mama sitting on the bench watching her sell her water, like, oh,
that's so sweet.
What's he doing? He's just entrepreneur. entrepreneur.
Right.
I like that.
He's going. Wait a minute. He's trying to buy his way over to the little school trip that they had going on. He's going to be somebody.
Now here's the story. Here's the story.
He's going to be someone.
Here's the story, America.
You're going to be someone, Bobby.
Her mother had promised them a Disneyland trip and just recently lost her job, and they decided to sell water to get the tickets to go to Disneyland.
Wonderful idea.
That's how innocent it was. They was gonna try to do that and sell water.
No, you're trying to sell crack-laced water.
Thank you. Crack-laced, exactly.
Out your backpack. And meanwhile, your other buddies are scamming the neighborhood for break-ins for all the women that come down to buy some juice.
Thank you. So here's the problem that bothers me about this.
It can't be what it appears to be.
What was not highly advertised, it was left at the end of the story. It was like, yes, and there was such a tragedy about this, and later on 2 people came and donated 2 tickets for them to go to
Well, everything's all right. See,
how you gonna drop the lead like that?
Everything's all right.
If that would have been motherfucking a white girl with blonde hair or a white boy with blonde hair,
they would have started with that.
Mickey motherfucking Mouse himself would have came out there.
Oh yeah.
They ain't have been all that. Him with the ears and everything would have been out there, motherfucker. Here's your tickets.
Oh my God.
Here's some free passes to come stay with us. We love kids.
Yes, we do. Disney loves kids.
But since it was a black girl, somebody stepped up and just gave them tickets, and they buried the lead. The lead was at the end, and somebody stepped up and gave them 2 tickets to go to the.
We'll be right back after the next message.
How you just gonna leave it like that?
In other news, yes, Marky.
What is that?
In other news, you little jigaboo. In other news,
sorry ass.
Oh, they're too much. And see, you hear us talk about these things. And I think it was W.B. Du Bois said we Negroes have this incredible two-ness about us. We're able to work in both hemispheres of this racial divide. And we have to laugh at it, else we'd be crying about it. And the problem with black folks is that, listen, I don't play favorites. A solution is a solution is a solution. A solution is always a solution. When it comes to black folks and these cops, black people and these white folks, black folks and anybody else that ain't black, you niggas need to get your shit right. You really do. I mean, when it comes to black folks, it just seems that there's a problem for every solution. Oh, here you go. He preaching now. Well, maybe you're used to that, so maybe you'll hear me if I preach a little. Because teaching don't seem to work. When will you black folks understand? They don't like your black ass, and they spend their time proving it. I don't know what else to tell you. But once you know that, then you go, cool, deal. Black brother, black man, each one teach one. Fuck and damn these white folks. What? Okay, when it comes to that. But black folks, unity is the key. You did everything but unify. I don't get it.
What did Paul Mooney say? I do believe Paul Mooney sat up there and said, look, I can tell y'all right now why these white bastards are doing all this shit. He said they calling the cops on y'all like every other minute for just where y'all being where y'all supposed to be. He said because they don't know what to do since y'all done got free.
Right.
They don't know what to do. The plan was not for y'all to get free. So the moment y'all little jigaboos and y'all little porch monkeys got free, the first thing they said was that ever since then they've been having a frown on their face.
Chocolate spokes.
This how they look now.
Right.
Y'all seen the movies? Well, black man got rights now. They got the NAACP.
NAACP.
They ever heard of it before, you know? They got the NAACP.
Oh, it's the end of the world now.
Black man got powers now. What will we do?
What will we do?
He has power. He has power.
Well, so he's always had it. He had to realize it. Right.
So they do these little things to try to keep you in your place. And the funniest thing Paul Mooney said too, he said it's funny. He said now they're trying to keep you in your area. Make sure you belong over here. Make sure you belong over there. Hell, when you was a damn slave, you live right up there in the damn house.
Right, you was in the house. They seem to be all right with it. No problem.
Hey, master, you want me to dance?
Well, at least they knew where you was, and they saw you.
Exactly.
At least they knew where you was, what to do with you.
That's the problem that bothered me, and I agree with Paul Mooney on that situation because you're absolutely right. They're walking around. It's like anytime you get this much a breathing room of that white foot off your neck,
can't have that.
It's like
you giving
them more.
No, he wants to be a cowboy.
Damn it, they want to be able to put their foot in your ass every time they feel the need to.
With impunity.
If they can't, it's like why?
And no punishment.
That's not fair. And when you hear them say we're losing our country, that's what they mean. They're losing the way that they are able to.
No, you got to watch the code words. We're losing our country. What's another word for country? Control.
That's what I'm saying.
Control.
That's what I'm saying.
We can't have that.
We're losing our country when I can't do like Paul Mooney said again. They used to do anything they wanted to do for over 400 years. Right. That's hard to give up.
That's very hard to give up.
How you gonna say I can't put my foot in his ass?
No, you can no longer. It wasn't them. It wasn't them in our lifetime. Contemporary white folks. It was white folks from a couple hundred years ago. Yeah. That they can appreciate and identify with. Right. But when we say slavery, well, no, they can't appreciate. They can't identify.
That was 400 years ago.
I wish we could get beyond that.
Why can't we move past that?
We can't move on.
Look,
like I told Lee, I said no. It was wrong then, it's wrong now. And wrong does not become right the longer it's wrong.
Exactly.
It's still wrong 400 years later. It was wrong there, it's wrong up here. I don't care how much time it's passed. That's so long ago.
Right.
I don't give a damn how long ago it was. It was fucked up then, it's fucked up now. What you gonna do about it?
And how can it be? Here's the question I have. You sit here and you talk about these things as if they're gone. You still had Jim Crow. You still got redlining.
They're still
you
here.
still got senators trying to make bills to keep black folks in slavery.
And voting all these voting suppression. It's
just
still
because
here.
you rewrite the laws. And see, this the thing. Y'all so used to us being stupid.
Right.
See, y'all used to have white water fountains.
Yeah.
Black water fountains. And you think because you fucking changed the laws to rewrite that shit, but saying the same thing.
Right.
That we don't have the education
to understand
what you're trying to do.
Right.
You know, you try to redline our district so you can dilute our vote. We can break the niggas up a little bit. Maybe we can vote and have this and still work the way we want it to work. Right. Yeah, we're not stupid.
Yeah, but those voter laws were just fine
when they were winning.
Exactly. Them laws were just fine
when they were winning. Exactly.
When they worked on it. And now you want to write up some laws about what? Oh, what is this nonsense about people doing multiple votes? Show me some areas where niggas is multiple. We don't multiple.
They
vote.
found less than 1%, and then they see we need to redraft the whole district.
You got to redraft the whole district. Less than 1%. First of all, you got to get niggas to come out to vote to begin with.
Right.
Two, if we're gonna come out,
it's not just those. It's these damn illegal immigrants that's coming over here trying to vote illegally. Let me get this straight.
Wait. They go duck and dodge ICE to make a vote.
To go vote.
To go vote.
They only come out to go to work, but they gonna go vote.
All right. They got jobs. They got multiple jobs. They got jobs where niggas ain't got no jobs.
Right.
But they're gonna cut that job to come over here to multiple vote.
Right.
And go and risk ICE and all the whole family to come over here and pull the lever 3 times.
They wouldn't be involved.
Who are you bullshitting with that line?
And then we're also leaving dead people on the roster, and somehow they get involved.
How did they get over there?
I don't.
You voting with Consuela's name? Really?
I don't know.
What do you think? It's just like with that the Darren Wilson with the boy down in Ferguson and the whole deal. Oh, you should have seen his eyes. He came at me. He had a fury and he turned around when I was shooting at him and he came at me running into the bullets. I'm like, what?
Speaking of
the niggas is multiplying and turning green and we increasing in mass?
Yes, we do.
Like you rolling up people and beating them on the car hood.
We turn into gremlins.
You're right. You pour some water on a nigga, you give him a blunt and some liquor, he double in size. His density becomes too much to deal with.
Speaking of Mike Brown, you guys need to check out Fruit. What's it called?
Fruitvale?
No, Fruit.
Fruit Loops.
No.
Juicy Fruit.
It's an HBO special called
Fruit and Vegetables.
It's a song too, a black song. Something Fruit. And they were talking about Strange Fruit. Strange Fruit. You guys need to check it out when you get a chance because it talks about the Michael Brown story and the lies they told you. Had all these daggum Republicans lying, talking about, see, the hands up wasn't even true because we found out his hands wasn't up. No, we actually found out his hands were up as he was falling forward. Right. But the falling forward, according to Warren
Buffett.
The shot. This guy that shot him. The cop.
Oh, Darren Wilson.
Darren Wilson. According to Darren Wilson, he was charged and they said no. He was falling because he'd already shot him twice. So Mike Brown was falling forward. Darren Wilson used that as he was running at me. No, he was falling forward.
Wait. What nigga you know is going to run through a hail of bullets?
Well, you know, we He-Man.
Oh, right. That tells you what they think of. But you going to run into a hail of bullets? Like we just superhuman?
Well, they're trying
who do you know is going to stand up after being shot in the chest like that?
Well, they're trying to tell you that our anger, vengeance, and malice is so strong.
It bites through.
It's so strong.
Natural law.
I wanted to hurt him so bad. Niggas are so angry. That's how angry we are. I don't know if you remember this back in the day, but there was a piece as I grew up, and y'all should Google this. There was a piece back in the
8 shots
I think early or mid 80s where there was actual scientists. See, I grew up in this age. Y'all might not believe me, but go Google the shit. There was a scientist that were actually talking about cutting open the black male brain to see what makes them so angry.
Oh,
that was my lifetime. Oh. That was in the early or mid 80s. I remember that. Nice. It was on one of those late shows like 60 Minutes or something like that, and everybody was so shocked and so like, angry.
So a lifetime of bullshit ain't gonna make you angry. Let's just say, just say we're angry. They act like we don't have a reason to be angry.
Of course not.
Because you know it didn't happen to you personally.
Well, I've had white people my whole life say this same bullshit. Please, we live in the 21st century. What do I have that you don't?
Oh, really?
Wow.
It's called white privilege. That's what you have that we don't.
That's an opportunity, motherfucker.
Wait. But at the same time, let me get this. There was something. The good old Dr. Umar Johnson out of Philly, the child clinical psychologist out of Philly, will tell you. There was something during the day no scientific proof behind it, that read, it was called drapetomania. How about that? It had to do with any slave that felt the need to run away from slavery. He must be mentally unstable to want to run away from
I think I heard something about that.
slavery. It's called drapetomania. Yeah, don't ask me what a drapeto is, and I guess you're manic from it. Anytime you want to run away from your captor, that's drapetomania. Okay, so anybody in chains in their right mind would want to stay there. You have to be out of your right mind to want to leave. So that's what they think of black folks. While not really knowing any black people personally.
Just like prison too. You get 3 squares. What you want to leave here for?
Oh,
On a cot.
right. 3 hots in a cot. So but the trade-off is.
I figured the niggas never had it no good. You know.
No, right. That's the trade-off.
And that's how they think.
Well, that's certainly what they say. And you got the old heads that think like Trump that would definitely believe that.
You remember Glory?
Yeah.
Well, I figured the niggas never had it so good.
Right.
You know?
I figured
Get 3 squares a day, and
yeah, this would be pretty.
you know
good for
they
them.
get cheap labor and.
Right. So this is like
But the funniest thing about it is the moment you give it back to them, it's like
they can't handle the weight of that.
Why does it always have to be about race, Eric?
They can't handle the weight of their own
We
words. That's the
don't
problem.
do race. You do
Right.
race.
I don't know I'm black until you point it out.
Thank you.
I don't give it any thought.
We have no idea until you make it an issue.
Right. It's not an issue. Why
I
is it
don't
an
know
issue?
why I'm getting followed around the store until I found out later.
Right.
Well, you look suspect. First, they're gonna dress it up all kind of ways.
Oh.
Well, you know, you're dressed like, you know, somebody that was still something. Well, how was somebody that was still something dressed? Well, there was a kid in here that was dressed. He had baggy pants on, such.
Right.
But then you come in with a suit, and they still.
Right. It makes no difference how you
Well,
dress.
so I'm just seeing if you need any help.
But don't you love the part where white people like Dale Hughley just wrote a book on?
I was about to jump on that.
Don't you just love how they want to tell us how we should behave to make them feel comfortable?
Them feel comfortable, yeah.
We got to get all akimbo and all distorted and contorted so that they can feel comfortable shooting you and mistreating you. Well, as I told you a while ago, you have to call this bullshit out every time you see it. It works and functions best in the shadows, behind the camera. Works best over there. You never know. It works best in the dark. The moment you put some light on that damn thing, it wakes up, it scurries like roaches. That they don't like. You throw a camera on it, that they don't like. Right up to the Supreme Court. Take your camera and of your abuse to anybody, your footage, to anybody you want to talk to. And white folks spend their time trying to tell you it isn't what everybody saw it is. Right on the camera.
And spend their life telling you what you should have did.
What you should have done.
Well, what you should have done, maybe if you'd been a little slower to react. Or
Like
maybe
our parents don't tell us what to do.
Right, maybe if you'd have done this, that, and the other.
Well,
maybe
no,
if you
wait.
kept your tone down,
If some,
maybe
but no,
it's always our fault.
It's our fault. But wait, we're the ones walking around with bing bag guns and tasers.
With 16
and
weapons.
Right, that ain't us walking around. So the person with all these weapons, you would think that they would teach them how to behave in public. You would think. No, they want to put the onus back on the victim.
And you would also think that you would be a little more comfortable in your own skin with you having 16 weapons on your person.
You would think that would make you easy, but when it comes across niggas, you just can't control yourself.
I'm not saying that there are not people out there or actual criminals that have
But they ain't
weapons.
looking for them.
But guess what? Even with a shotgun, you got 5 to 6 weapons.
Well, Darren Wilson told you that your boy in Ferguson just ran right through his gunfire.
Of course. So that's
Right
why we
through
have to
his
have 6
gunfire, like
maybe if you
OJ.
had on body armor, it would have helped you.
Right.
I have to.
What about the one they put on? Was the boy down in Louisiana that they shot in the chest? Got on him, shot him in his chest.
Yeah.
And the phenomenal part
selling
about
what, CDs?
for selling CDs, which the owner said is okay to do.
Right.
Right. The phenomenal
And
part
they
about
cussed this motherfucker out like they cussed him out like he owed them money.
Again,
You motherfucker, I will blow your motherfucking brain. Hold on. What is the
how did we get all the way
hostility?
up there?
I mean, was that even called for?
No, but it's what he wanted to do.
But when he said it, you knew. When they actually
want to do that.
Right, when they actually stopped the bleeping and you heard it, I'm like, oh, you wanted to kill him.
Well, that's what
That's
the
all that
plan
was
is.
about. Yeah, that was
but
the
wait
plan.
a minute, hold on.
They wanted to
Not
kill
only
him.
do these cops want to kill you, the police chief condones the behavior. Because when you see him on the news, they never denounce the behavior of the cop. The one thing they are is disturbed.
We're disturbed. But
It's
later on, we
disturbing.
found out he was using policy.
Oh yeah, it was policy is what it was.
It was policy to jump on somebody.
Right,
It's
so
policy to
that's-
shoot them point blank range in the chest.
Yeah, jump on him like he had a collar and a tail. The man is unarmed. As I said before, all we said is stop shooting unarmed black men.
And they can't do that.
You can't do that. But you give us body camera. I didn't ask you for body cameras. When we ask you for body cameras, can't get the body cameras. You get the body cameras.
Now
the
you
body
turn them
cameras,
off.
new body cameras, they don't work. Okay, so we catch you with our own body cameras. Then you want to say, well, you hand me that shirt, you give me that shirt, get that one and get
trying to erase shit.
You're trying to erase it. You're going from Burger King to McDonald's to the churches, getting all the cameras to cover your ass.
But
meanwhile, the police chief seems to think this is okay.
But is that part of policy? And it's amazing how no one gets fired over that.
Nobody gets fired over that behavior.
Nobody actually that should actually be a crime. Because you are tampering with evidence.
Well, that you would think, no, because I'm a cop. It's not. Well, wait a minute. But again, the police chief, you're hiring up psychos because you think the public is psychotic.
Right. Well, and you know what? I tell you where that came in. You remember the 80s when they had the gang problem and everybody, we're outgunned. We don't know what to do. They got semi-automatic weapons or whatever the case may be, and we only have this. That's when I saw the influx of trying to get these crazy motherfucking officers on the. I just don't care who it is. Bring everybody in. Fuck everything else. They'll shoot anything to move.
Yeah, pretty much.
But you still, even since that day, you ain't going to the hood and shooting.
No, you ain't. They're not looking for the. No, they're not looking for the true crime.
No, you're not.
Because if you was looking for criminals, Mr. Officer Donut and Detective Pound Cake, if you was looking for the criminals, knock on some of these black doors. We'll tell you where the criminals are. We ain't gonna come to the front because we know, we got neighbors and whatnot though. But send somebody over. Or just put up a collection box. We'll come down to the police department and put in the names of all the people in the neighborhood that we don't like either. But it's easier to shoot unarmed men than it is to shoot these gangsters because the gangsters shoot back. These motherfuckers shoot back. You punk ass jackasses out there, they shoot back. So it's easy to go over here and start shooting Tamir Rice with a toy gun. Right. It's easy to shoot the black boy in the Walmart in Ohio who's playing with the kids with a toy gun. That's easy. We say stop shooting unarmed black men. You come back with, well, it's black on black crime. I didn't ask you about black on black crime. Why is black on black crime a problem now that we say stop shooting? It was a problem back then, but it doesn't seem to be headline news.
We asked you about black on black crime.
Couldn't be bothered.
Well, we can't get the many people as we need to get into the area to solve the problem.
Cooperates with that. So it's always some bullshit excuse from you jackasses. So we say stop shooting unarmed black men. You come back with, well, it's black on black crime. Translation. You niggas shoot each other. We want to shoot some niggas too. What's the big? Okay, then you get the sympathetic white folks. Well, they shoot more white people than they do black people. First of all, there's more white people to shoot at. That's one. But two, if what you're saying is true, white boy, let's go with your theory. They're shooting just as many white people as they are black people. What you say is true, then I would imagine you don't want to be shot at either. Okay, so our problem isn't with each other. Our problem would be with Mr. Cop Man, if what you're saying is true.
Yeah, but
he's shooting you and shooting me.
Right, but two things out of that is wrong. Number one, they're trying to validate themselves
of course
by making themselves feel better, like they're the victims as well. They don't necessarily know this to be true. They're getting their stats the same place everybody is, Fox News or CNN. They're not doing their own.
Let's just go with
They're not doing their own findings.
Let's go with their
They're just trying to find a way to protect themselves. Because if you say this to a white person, they're going to say, what I see on Fox News? Well, we're getting killed too. Okay, so they don't necessarily believe it. No, it's just something that they.
But let's just go with that line. Right. That in and of itself makes you think: are you proud of being shot more than black folks? Is that the theory?
It's not them. They just want to let you know that you're not. They want to be able. They want to be able to say this: stop being a victim. Happens to our people too. All right. Okay, now nigga, shut up. Thank you.
All right. But
that's what they want to be able to say.
The attitude behind that is that you don't mind being shot. Apparently.
Yeah, because they don't know that one's being shot. Right. That's the point.
Right. They don't believe it.
They don't really believe it. Right. It's just something they want to say to up you one.
Right. To up you. Yeah, because it can't be
like,
true.
Really? It's like
that's where we go.
They don't really believe these statistics. And here's the thing too.
You can't believe that statistics.
And here's the things too.
Not to be intelligent.
The numbers are fucked up. And what white people are you shooting? I tell you who you're shooting if you're shooting anyone. You're shooting homeless and meth addicts.
They like
and meth addicts.
And mental.
And actually white criminals. So basically, you're throwaway people. So you don't care anyway.
Right.
They're not shooting Susie in her Lexus that just stopped at a stoplight and they pulled up, hey, Susie, your tail light out. Fuck you, cop, give me my pat, pat, pat. They're not doing that.
We don't see that video.
That would be on the news tomorrow.
Right, and they changed some laws.
Right, but that's not what's happening here.
So the upper crusty class is really saying get rid of the white trash and the black trash.
Thank you. It's just like the purge. Get rid of the undesirables.
Yeah, right.
Get rid of the undesirables.
Ain't that a bitch? But meanwhile, the white people watching this think that we're just talking out our ass on this one.
Of course.
Oh, okay.
You know, I actually saw something about your boy on Dr. Umar, and I didn't make sense of this until he said this. He was talking about in Chicago. They talking about, how they keep talking, it's a war zone every day. It's a war zone every that he said, I believe, just like, and this reminded me of the Purge when he said this. That he said, I believe they're sending people in to kill these black people. There's not that many black people just shooting each other up every day.
Because if it was that dangerous, we'd all be deputized.
Right, he said, it doesn't make no sense.
It ain't that much crime going on.
He said, they're sending people in to kill black folks. And you know what else?
That makes sense, because everything they tell us,
they did that in the Purge. Remember the first Purge?
Yes, they did.
When they sent all those people in the hood and tried to make it like they was doing it. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's some dirty.
Yes, they did.
That's some dirty stuff. If y'all know what I'm talking about, I gotta go see the Purge. But my point is, everybody hears about the South Side of Chicago, right? How niggas are always killing each other. 32 deaths, 42 deaths today. What Umar was trying to say was,
deaths in 3 months. Like,
Dr. Umar was basically trying to say that they believe that the federal or local government is basically sending people in to act like they're gangbangers, to shoot up people on the street, and they're actually like hired guns that's coming in with bandanas or tattoos on and shooting up people and making it look like it's a gang war.
Yeah, wait a minute. Well, I saw this one clip. Forgive me, because I just watch these things and I shake my head, and you know because I can do this with you, but I can't do it for you. And every time anyway, so I'm watching this clip where what was I looking at? There was these 2 cops at the strip mall somewhere in the South. There was a black guy out here. Was he selling? He wasn't selling CDs. I forget why he was here, but the black guy knew the black owner of the business. 2 sheriffs or somebody rolled up on him. One's over here looking like Boba Fett from Star Wars. He got his whole all covered up in the whole and all this gear and the whole thing, like he's out here fighting in Iraq someplace. We can't see his face, but we see his buddy's face. The shit talker, of course, was Boba Fett because we can't see him. So he's trying to tell the black man he can't be here, he can't be here. Black man saying, yes I can. But so happens Mr. Black Man shows up from Smart and Final from his supplies, getting his supplies to come back to his liquor store, supply his place. So Boba Fett goes over and he starts talking to the man. Sir, would you want this man to move? The black man's like, you know what, I got to get this stuff in here. Sir, we can move him if you want to. You know what, and he never did answer the man. Okay. Boba Fett comes back. Oh, but this is on camera. Boba Fett comes back. We heard it. We're watching it like you watching me. Boba Fett comes over here and says to the black man, well, he says you got to leave. Black man says, I have you on camera. That man didn't say anything of the sort. Hey, wait, you work for me. You work for me. He's got the. You work for me, public servant. Why don't you take your mask off so we can see who you are? What's your name? What are you doing over here? What's your unit number? What district are you out of? He's walking away and walking off. The both of them just so shit. Then they go around the corner and start fucking with somebody else. I went.
I'd have got his car number.
He got as much as he could with this. What is he called? He's in Florida. This cat is in Florida. Damn, I can't remember his name. But this cat is in Florida, and he goes out exercising his rights. Take him for a walk. The only rights you have are the ones that you know about. Okay? Because these cops are rolling around here all day long trying to tell you what they don't know. Don't you think it's awful strange that it seems like everybody in the car is trying to school the cop? The one that should know these laws? Well, here's the difference. He's not enforcing law. He's enforcing code, statutes, and ordinances and policies. He's not enforcing law. So don't be surprised that he don't know law. Constitution, black people. The Constitution was not about you. I'm sorry. You can't really use that. So human rights is something you might want to go with, but constitutional rights was not about you. Human rights, natural law.
Real quick, people. This is where I closing on this one. I have to close on this. This is beautiful. My man Trevor Noah. Y'all know him. He's on the Funny Show. He took over for the Daily Show
from Jon Stewart.
All right, let's check this out. Y'all know that basically France won the World Cup. Right, so he made a couple jokes about France. He said, "We should be celebrating Africa because there was a lot of African people on the French team, right.
French,
whatever,
France.
So it seemed as if the ambassador for France was really upset about this.
Well, why is he upset?
We don't identify ourselves as African here. We're all just French.
Oh, you're French.
And we're Frenchmen, and we don't do that. And we're not like America where we have to say African American. We're just Frenchmen here. And he took offense to that. And the dude was like, okay, I understand it, because I understand France. He said there is a racist element to France. And they like to.
Why is there not?
There's a racist element in France of people who like to tell black people to go back to Africa and all this other type of stuff. Oh, yeah. So he said, okay, I get that. He said, but the point is, he said, I know French, I know France. And he said, it's amazing when they talk about African immigrants in that have been in trouble or broken a law.
Right. It's these African immigrants.
Right. did this, and this.
they're breaking the
but
law.
when we win you the World
Or
Cup,
suspect of breaking
we're
the law.
all Frenchmen.
Yeah.
So when we win you something, we're all Frenchmen. We're all one
countrymen,
family.
right.
But when we break a law in your country,
You that nigga that got loose.
Yeah, we Africans. All of a sudden, we African immigrants.
The double standard.
So he was like,
The old
he was
double
just like,
standard.
how does that work? And once again,
quite well.
it's that situation where like France, America, all y'all the same. White boys all around.
They're
It's
all
the
the
same
same.
thing. And I'll give my disclaimer at the end instead of the beginning. All you white people, I've said it before, I say it again. I talk about all of you, just the racist, white, entitled, privileged element that I'm speaking of. Now,
you know who
if
you
this
are.
offends you, then this might be fucking about you.
Right. And wait. And their buddies who want to defend and know who their racist buddies are, but think that they're not racist. But
Right.
you want to defend your racist buddy, talking to you too.
Right, and see the thing is, once again, we win people shit. That's what Africans do. That's what black folks do.
Hey.
We always help out, and then we want to be friends. We help win almost every fucking war in America.
Well, see, that's our
and we
fault.
still get treated like shit.
That's our fault.
You know, so
That's our fault. Right after MLK, that's our
and
fault.
I
Trying
agree.
to assimilate.
And,
That's our fault.
and I agree. Like, I've never understood that when I watch these wartime stories or these people who claim to want to be part of the armed forces.
Well, because we have been here and we fought for it, and it is our
to fight
right
for my
it.
country. No, maybe you shouldn't.
Yeah, maybe you
you
should have done that. But we want to be patriots,
Right,
Okay?
why?
Because we've been here so long, and my grandfather was a
But
slave.
why do you want to? My thing is, why do you want to be a patriot from the moment you come home? They hang you in your uniform.
No, yeah.
Because racism don't care about you fall in the war.
Don't give a shit about it.
They see a nigga in a uniform.
Well,
and we gonna hang him with his medals on that
That's
tree
right.
right there.
That's right. And we want you to go out to fight for us, to come back to be a second class citizen.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they were giving Muhammad Ali such a hard time about it. He said, "Wait a minute, I'm a minister. I ain't got to go with this old nonsense. I'm not gonna go ahead and fight your war. You started that war."
And I wouldn't have fought either on my religious beliefs.
Right, hey, you get one, because I ain't going either.
Stay right
I'm
there.
not going either. You started that bullshit.
I'm not going
You
first.
don't like Putin.
Oh, now you're a communist.
No,
Pump
we
your
didn't say
brakes.
all that.
Why gotta be a
I'm not a
communist?
fool, is what I'm not.
Why gotta be all? Why gotta be all that?
Yeah,
Because they gotta have something to describe why you're not going.
Yeah, but your boy.
Are you scared?
If you
Yes.
stop bullshitting everybody, Trump. Now you picking fights with Korea, you picking fights with China, you got fights with Russia. You doing everything but with these so-called liberal white folks, whoever these white folks, I don't know, whoever these white folks are that voted your dumb ass in. You doing everything but what you're supposed to do as a president.
Of course.
You out here tweeting nonsense over here and eating cheeseburgers over there.
Didn't we tell you he didn't care one way or the other?
Right.
And these poor white people in Kentucky and West Virginia and
We all
everywhere.
think he's gonna do something
oh,
for
we
them.
still hungry. We still hungry.
with an O.
Oh well.
Hungry. We
eat
still
your
hungry.
eat your bologna sandwiches with your Mountain Dew mouth. How you think? But look, check us out. That's been my time. I got shit to do. It's been a pleasure with Big Eric here today. Joining us, y'all, on Lee's Corner.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We haven't. It's been a great one, y'all. Y'all get at me.
Yeah, we have to try it again. I'm sorry being away for so long. I should have leave my fans. Mr.
Thank you. Please show back up. Well, see, people leave their own shows and they just like, I just forgot about it for 6 months. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm out here trying to save the world, man. It ain't easy. Is my cape showing?
A little bit.
Tuck it in a little bit.
That's my time, America. Y'all have a great afternoon.